Hi, and welcome back to EmpowerHer Play podcast. My name's Yashmin, this is Salma, and this is Shafia. And we're going to talk about role models today and people that inspire us. And I was reading somewhere, and the question was asked, does Rishi Sunak inspire Asian people, South Asian people in particular? And I just wanted to know what your thoughts are on the guy. Does he inspire you? Are you proud that you have a British Asian at the helm of the country?
Blatant no.
Yeah.
Get straight in there, Shaf.
No, literally, that's all I'm going to say. Blatant no. It's just ridiculous.
If he was... I feel like he's been thrown in at the deep end, to be honest. He came in when the country was already in crisis.
I'm sure he knew he was
He's
going
been
in.
expected to come in and fix it all, and he's been made a scapegoat, to be honest. Because we know that he can't fix it.
Obviously,
the Conservatives knew that he's not going to be able to fix it, but now they can blame the Asian.
Yeah, maybe. But he could have... some things are just common sense, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like we could run for PM, isn't it? And do a better job. Let's be serious. Like, it should have been one of those moments, Should have been one of those moments where we thought, wow, an Asian Prime Minister for the first time.
Yeah.
It should have left a mark in history.
Oh, it
for
has.
the
good.
Negative for the
reasons.
good.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
it's a
There should have been something. Like, fine, you have your areas, but there should have been some strength. And I just feel like
he hasn't really added to it. No, that's true.
Nothing's
and the other thing I really hated was that I bought a pair of Sambas, and within a couple of weeks he'd worn them to some interview and totally crashed the fashion out of it. So, like, I still wear them, but I'm saying, like, why would you wear it with trousers like that? You're a Prime Minister.
No,
where's your shoes?
Trying to do?
Exactly. Was she trying to be a fashionista or something? Or whatever the male version is called.
He has no sense, does he?
Yeah.
No sense at all.
No.
Oh.
But who are your role models? Who are your inspiration? Like, growing up or now, who would it be? Shafs?
Me, my mum.
Oh. Yeah, I think a lot of us will go back to our mums.
Yeah.
But outside of your mum...
Outside of my mum, let's just have to say you and Sal and Bobby, because then I'm good.
Otherwise you're in trouble, innit?
Otherwise I'm in trouble. No, seriously.
So who are the real answers? Come on.
Role model.
You say someone famous. Tom Cruise or whoever you fancying this time?
Can't think of it. You must answer that. Let me think.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I went to girls' school and we always were told, like, about women role models making a change in, historical effect. And I love that. I just love all these women who've gone and, the suffragettes, and it did inspire me as a kid growing up. And to this day, you kind of think they did create positive change. Nightingale, Mother Teresa, all of those. They're the people. For me, I grew up thinking, I want to be like that. I know as you get older, you learn more, and it might not necessarily align with things, but there's a lot for us to learn from those.
I think there's so many people that we can aspire to now. I think before there was a lack of representation, not just for South Asians, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Muslim women. I'm talking about women in general. Just in leadership positions. And I think for me, people that within, obviously in the sports industry, there are people at leadership positions who have supported me on my journey and like inspire me, who give me good advice. And I think for me to be at the Lionesses, the Euros, and to see them lift that cup was an inspiration, because I've always, obviously, I love football and I've always wanted to be a footballer, but to see them actually do it before the men, that was an inspiration. That was obviously we've got the signed T-shirt behind me as well from the Lionesses.
Even if you're not a football fan, like, we've grown up, all of us have lived in this country, grown up watching football, the World Cups, the Euros. We wait for that moment, and sadly, we get close, but not close enough.
Yeah, so that was a really proud moment, and like an inspiring moment that they have now inspired the next generation to take up football, and there won't be this gap in football where the women weren't allowed to play. And I think that's really strong.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, it doesn't have to be, like looking at South Asian women or Muslim women.
Yeah.
But I think
in general.
For me, when I see women doing certain things, I think that's really admirable.
It is.
But it's also, I don't like those kind of leaders that come on like, I'm strong. I like the kindness that comes with it. I like that humbleness that comes with people. So when I see people doing work and it's their humbleness and their kindness that leads them first, that's when I'm like, you're a true role model.
Yeah, and I think sometimes women are pressured to become the male version of themselves, and they don't have to be. No. They don't have to forget their traits of being kind, being showing empathy and having that affection as well. I think that makes them a stronger leader.
Definitely,
because you can you have that empathy with yours.
Take
with other
take
people.
your qualities and use
Yeah.
that.
Use
in
it,
a
yeah,
positive way,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think it's a male thing. I think it's just the way society is. Like, if you're cutthroat, you're a better
Yeah.
leader. If you're, all these, but actually, even as a man, it's those that are a little bit more true to themselves
Yeah.
that tend
That's
to
it.
go further, isn't it?
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. But chefs through MSA, obviously, there's loads of people that surround us who have gone on this journey where they've inspired me actually, because I never knew before MSA. I never knew Muslim women were so strong. We were always painted as this weak, vulnerable people, right? This part of society that disengages, that are oppressed and things like that. But when I see the people within MSA and the roles they've taken up on and their achievements, it really inspires me.
It does.
And makes me really proud to be associated with them.
Yeah.
I think that's another part of me that feels like they are
proud.
my role models.
Yeah.
They are doing things out there that the society don't really think about or associate Muslim women with.
Definitely. And
Sorry, yeah, even like Sal, she's done many projects and things like that. I actually look up to Sal, to be honest. So her being my younger cousin as well.
Too soppy.
No, it's not being
Old
soppy.
age,
It's-
old age.
No. Sal's an example, and our MSA football coaches, both of them, they're doing really. I actually been following their stories, and it's like, wow, they are like my role models as well. And like how you said, they started off as volunteers and they become coaches. It's a long, it's an amazing journey to look up to them, to be honest.
Definitely.
So yeah,
And likewise, I think, like, I remember at the beginning when you used to come to MSA, you used to always say, I'm just the mum. I remember that phrase,
I
just the
remember
mum.
that.
And we had to tell her off
Yes.
and say, it's not
I got in trouble.
And to be honest, I'm in the early stages of my parenting, and I look at you guys and I look at your children, and they are reflections, Allahumma barak, they are reflections of you guys and the hard work that you've put in. And that's, you guys are role models to me, because I'm like, give me your tips and
yourself.
advice, man. I've got a 10-year-old who, she give me. She's
so quiet.
She is, but she can have her moments. She has, her tantrums, her hormones, all of that. She'll be like, Mum, why are you talking about my hormones on the podcast? But it's all there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to navigate through that. And I look at you guys, and I'm like, I need to get tips and things off you guys to say, how do I navigate through all the different phases? Because both of you have done incredible jobs with
I don't
your
know
children.
about you, Shafs, but I think the most important thing for me was being their friend, having that door open that they can come and talk to me about whatever. We have a lot of banter. You've seen us together, and we always have jokes, and they know the limit.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
can't cross.
Yeah.
But they also know that I'm there for them, and even their dad. I mean, their dad and them get on so well, mashallah. But
mashallah, yeah.
it's about having that open door policy that
Yeah.
But
come
was
and
it
approach
like
us.
that when they were young? Like, you can say
Yeah.
that now because they're almost
Yeah.
adults, right? But was it like that when they were younger?
For me,
Because
when they
it's
were
different.
younger-
If I said to my
Yeah.
10-year-old now, she's going to be like, "What's up, and board?" She'll take
Yeah.
it to a different level.
I think it's
Yeah.
the conversations that you have with
You
them,
yes.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to have the
You
conversation.
have to ask the questions for
Yeah.
them to tell you. You have
Yeah.
to keep poking at them.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Don't just say, "Oh, how was your day?" And they said, "Oh, nothing."
No,
and
you
then
have
you
to
leave
know
it at
what they-
that.
yeah,
You
yeah,
have
no.
to poke at them
Okay.
and try and get it out with them. Have those conversations so they get used to opening up and telling
Yeah.
you about their day, because I think that's really important. Telling you about their friends,
Yes.
who are their friends
Yeah.
in the first place, what are they talking about, what are they getting up to. That's really important. Then is it something that's showing any red flags? Because people change. I mean, girls especially going through
Yeah.
hormones
Yes.
and growing up and things, personalities change. So their best friend now may not be their best friend in secondary school
Yeah.
because she's got a totally different personality
That's
and
it.
she wants to be doing other stuff, and your daughter wants to be doing other stuff, and she doesn't want to be associated with her anymore. So those kind of things you have to expect, but you need to understand what's been happening in that friendship group to be able to navigate it as well.
Yeah, but do you not find because obviously it's a whole different thing, but I find I'm quite biased. So if my daughter comes back, she's like, obviously my daughter's innocent in every situation, isn't it? And that's something I had to sort of sit back and think, I can't go in with that ideology that she's always going to
No.
she's got an attitude, she's going to say the wrong thing.
There's always a two
She's
side.
going to be a little bit of a meanie sometimes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And so, I don't know, it's just one of those things I'm navigating through.
I think
and
it's you have to talk. You have to keep that
Yeah.
communication open. Like for me, I thought if anybody bullies you, you come to me. Yeah, and they thought, oh my God, am I going to come to mum if mum's saying that?
Only I bully you.
So we thought, oh my God, like
Don't get the apple.
no, but but I used to tell them that, listen, anybody does anything, you come to me. But they think, oh my God, if someone is going to pick on us and mum's being like tough and all that, where do we go? So then, as jokes aside, seriously, any problems you have, come to me.
But do they find that too intense as well?
Well,
it
depends how I say
my
it.
daughter's now at a point where if I tell mum, the whole school's gonna know. Do you get it? And so I've had to bring it back a bit and think, okay, I can't go straight and like march into the school because she ain't gonna appreciate that as well.
That's also march in school.
Yeah.
So that it depends how you approach by saying, you calmly say, listen, if anybody's picking on you or anything, any problems, you can talk to me.
Okay.
It depends how you say it.
Yeah.
I think that friendship's really important.
Yeah.
But also knowing that you're the parent.
Yeah.
And there is a line that, they need to understand that respect as well. That's really important. So, banter, everything's really good fun and everything like that. But if they disrespect you, that's the limit that they've crossed, and they need to understand
what
they've
was
crossed.
the worst point of parenting or craziest point or something? You guys have forgotten, haven't you?
COVID was difficult for the little one because he was just started his A-levels, and then obviously in the new school as well, and so he had to do everything online. So that was really difficult. And then I lost my mum at the same time.
Yeah. But was he taking it out on you, or what was it?
He was locking himself away in the room, playing games and stuff like that, and I didn't like that. So he was talking to a lot of people online, and I didn't like that. So, but then COVID, what else are you going to do? You can't take them out anywhere.
We're trying to navigate through that, isn't it?
So it was a really difficult period, and I think he's come out, alhamdulillah, and stronger and better on the other side. And obviously he's at uni now, but he took a year out. I let him take a year out. Let him get get together. He worked for a year, so he was more appreciative of the work that his mum and dad does now as well, like going to work 9 to 5, coming home and then cooking, and then
they see
all the other bits that you have to do.
I think as they grow up, they see it, don't they? It's different for everybody, to be honest.
So what was your hardest
for me,
stage,
it's like kids can be stubborn, but my son. But I'll say that he watches podcasts, by the way. Kids can be stubborn. Let me not name any. It's the stubbornness. Like the nagging makes you tiring. But alhamdulillah, apart from that, it's nothing too much of it. You know what I'm saying? But nagging is tiring.
So does it get easier as they get older?
Yes, they do.
Does it?
Yeah,
I think so. But then we had them very young, and I think we've grown up with them. So I think it's slightly different that we've matured the same time as they've matured.
So by the time I get there, I'm going to be old, basically, innit?
Yes.
I love the lack of words here. I'm just going to be tired of life at that point.
We are the cool moms.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll be the old one.
Yeah, we're the cool mom. That's it. We're the cool mom.
Yeah. Mum, you don't know nothing about anything anymore. You're too old. Whereas we knew what was on trend. We knew the music that was out.
We still do. Yes, we still do. Exactly. We're too cool.
We know what they should be wearing, what they shouldn't be wearing.
That's
true,
it.
That's true. You can share clothes, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I don't share.
Shafts don't share.
I don't share. No, I wouldn't worry about it. You just know as a mother. Your child. There's going to be obviously
instinct is your friend.
Yeah.
Instinct. If you think there's something wrong,
and it comes with experience as well. We're learning as well. We're parents.
Even now, I felt like when she was younger, tantrums. I hated tantrums.
Tantrums.
That was a tiring time.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, she's
calm.
but she's so quiet. She is. She's quiet. No?
She's not at home.
She's
not at home.
Oh,
she's a very different person at home.
Is it? Yeah, because every time I met, she has only said
quiet.
2 words.
Yeah. She's like, we always think, how does she suppress all those words? Which is like public. She can go
we
on
don't hear a word. Yeah, we don't.
Oh, no, she's so precious. She's so
alhamdulillah.
Yeah, she is. She is. No, enjoy every moment. That's my probably biggest advice.
Yeah, same here.
Enjoy even the ups, the downs, everything. Enjoy it, take it in, take a step back, and then just enjoy it. Just photo frame it in, like if you can snapshot it in your brain and just keep it there.
I think that's
keep
the
it
key.
because those are precious moments that you're never going to get back, and you will really, really miss it when they grow up.
Trust me. Yeah.
No, definitely. Even now, I'm just thinking, oh my God, where did the last decade go?
I know, really.
And then you think, like, when we were children, living with our parents, and I love that time in your life, isn't it? And then you think, oh my God, like, we don't live with our parents, we're adults, we've got our own
families,
the priority is different.
Yeah.
Crazy,
even
it?
seeing our brothers and sisters, it feels like, oh my God, when was the last time I saw my brothers and sisters? Like, you know, like making time for each other.
And then when you see them and they're looking a little bit older. I won't say which one of my siblings, but sometimes there's been times when I've looked at my sibling and I thought, he's looking older, you know, and that really gets to me because I'm just like, oh my God.
The time is flying, definitely. Time is changing.
Like we had one of your Dulawai's friends passed away recently playing badminton, and he was the same age, like they're all the same age group, and he was one of the fittest. He went badminton 3 times a week and everything like that. So for him to pass away was really shocking for their friendship group. But you know what, we're at that age. People are, you know, passing away suddenly without any illnesses. They might be the fittest person there, and they're passing away, and it makes you think. And you know, Allah reminds us of that.
Yes,
you know, death. You should remember it every day,
every time.
But you know, we're not at that young age anymore where we can be carefree and everything like that. We do have to be increasing our knowledge. We do have to remember death and, you know, try and do the best in this life so that we can get rewarded in the hereafter, right?
Inshallah, yeah.
And I think that's what we need to always think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome to the Muslimah Sports Association, where empowerment and sportsmanship meet for Muslim women. Dive into our world of sports, tailored exclusively for you. From the exhilarating teamwork of football and the strategic plays of netball to the challenging strokes of dragon boat racing and the precision of fencing, whether you're looking to find your strength in wellness classes or experience the thrill of the NFL, we've got it all. Join a community where faith meets fitness, courage and camaraderie. The Muslimah Sports Association, where every Muslim woman discovers her champion within. Visit us today and kickstart your journey to greatness. Your sport, your sisterhood, your strength.
So the next question would be, obviously we've spoken a little bit about death and the remembrance of death, but if you had the opportunity to live forever, would you? Would you?
No.
Why?
Have you seen the world is full of problems and issues and all this is what's happening around the world? No, thank you.
I would if I didn't age. If I could go back to my 20-year-old
But then that's in Jannah
self.
though. In Jannah you're going to be young anyway,
I guess that's what it is. But that's what it is. I wouldn't want to go old and live forever because, no thanks.
So you want to get old and lose your mobility, or you want to get wrinkly? Which one are you saying?
A bit of both.
But if they give you the opportunity, like now, right now, you can stay as this person.
Oh, no, not too many aches and pains, no.
No. So when you pass away, if you had an ideal way of being
we just heard
immortalized, how would you be immortalized?
Go on, Sal. Go on.
I said to my husband that he should pickle me. Get a massive jar in my living room.
In your living room?
In my living room, because that's where he spends most of the time, the living room, right? He's going to be on the sofa, he can be chilling out with me, and I'll just be there in this jar, preserved forever.
Will you be having in that position?
Exactly, so I'm there in a jar, and he don't forget me, and...
Would you let him get remarried, though? Would you let your husband get remarried?
If he wants.
It's up to them, individuals, it's up to them.
Seriously?
You know what?
I would come and haunt the cow that comes and marries my thingy.
Let's make him realise what a gem. Because right now it's just so in it. Like, wait till another woman comes along. You'll be like, Sal, take the pickle out.
Sal, come back.
Why did you choose the injection?
I'm coming into the jar with you.
Oh my God.
Would you not mind your husband? Well, obviously we're not here, but
I don't know, I'm not sure. But
you know, had that conversation
every time.
Oh, have you?
I don't know, like when it's reality, then it's different, isn't it? But it's a joke around. I don't know.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think you got to think about children as well, isn't it? And then when you start thinking about it realistically, that's a worry. Then to think, oh my God. No,
she ain't living in my house. Go live in the pond.
No, but
I'm still in my house in the jar.
What do you think about guys with multiple wives? The four wives rule? Can you
can you
explain to the general public what the four?
They use it as a Islamic thing, and that is so
halal
annoying.
affair.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's been
annoying.
taken to a very.
It's been stretched.
Or the temporary marriage contracts. Have you heard about those?
Oh, I've heard about that. Don't get me started on that.
What's this?
So,
No?
again, halal
So
affair.
they can get married like just for one night if they want.
But a lot of
Why?
Yeah.
Why not, Chef?
But it's
Why are they
happening.
married to someone else?
Women are doing the same though.
But-
Women want it. It's not as if it's just the men. In some countries, women are doing it just so they can have.
But they'll have one at a time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so they'll have the marriage, and after 2 days they'll go and they'll have a divorce,
Oh.
just so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can have a halal.
Yeah, I don't think that
Dual
fulfills
pickling.
the criteria of marriage. Pardon?
Dual pickling.
Oh my god.
Oh, these people need pickling.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I read you that. Yeah, so swiftly moving on.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah, nah.
No?
Yeah.
4 wives, man. That's a lot of rubbish.
I know.
No,
Half these people don't even look after the first wife.
First
How can
one.
they afford 4 wives?
Exactly. It's a trend now.
They can't even deal with one.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would you even torture yourself to do that?
And then you got 4 mother-in-laws.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you do that? That's just like torturing yourself on earth, isn't it? Just go straight to hell.
I'll get pickled.
We need t-shirts. Get that one.
Oh, good. But yeah, I guess it's one of those topics, like death, innit? We don't talk about it enough, I think.
Nah.
I think we get to our age and sometimes you need to have the conversation.
Yes.
Even like we talk about, would you let your partner get married again? Sometimes we need to have those conversations.
Yeah, but
We need
people
to have-
our age, or not even our age, I mean, you should have a will anyway. Islamically, we
Yeah.
should have
Yeah.
a will. And there's loads of people out there. I mean, I'm guilty of it
Yeah.
myself. I don't have a will. But
a
we
lot of people
should.
do it
And
before
then,
they go Hajj, so it might be a good
yeah,
time to write
I
a
did
will.
say that to my husband as
Yeah.
well. But I mean, anything can happen at any day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it
definitely.
causes so much hassle for the people left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Doesn't
that's
it?
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah, and that is something for all of us to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we don't, Islamically, we talk about all the good things, but none of us want to talk about the difficult
Difficult things, yeah.
Yeah.
Even burials, and like
Yeah.
you know, the older
But
generation
even
used to
just
say,
inheritance
didn't they?
as well.
Yeah.
Inheritance,
Yeah.
how that should be split, because still culturally, the women are still suffering because
Yeah.
we don't get our full
Yeah.
inheritance.
But
And always
Islamically, the guidelines are already there.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it
They don't
becomes
know
a
that.
clash, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't-
but they want
yeah.
to twist it because then
Yeah.
they favour the boys,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Exactly. But then you've got, like, you know, for a lot of us, dual countries that is, and then it becomes more difficult as well.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it? So,
definitely.
there's so much stuff. But I think we need to learn to normalize these conversations.
Definitely.
Talk about our death. Talk
Yep.
about
But you know what? Would you want your husband to get married if he passed away? Wouldn't you?
I don't want him to get married while I'm still alive.
No, but the way
That ain't happening.
Like, I always say if I pass away to the kids to make sure that
Nick will have this pickle jar full.
And if he doesn't, you wrap it up and you give it to him as a wedding present. From Sal.
She'll just do your head.
you are cruel, man. You are cruel.
Okay, that's a bit. That's a bit.
Do the head and put it in the fridge.
Oh my god, now I'm having nightmares now.
A limb in every room.
Sal, I have a question. Will your pickling have mushla in it?
Yeah,
What mushroom are you
if you
gonna
think about a good Patak's pickle,
Not the Raja curry powder then, eh?
It's got to have mustard in it.
yeah, and those little
Mustard.
seeds and
Chili seeds.
yeah, all of that.
It's making my mouth water now.
Or thinking about me being pickled.
Just pickle. I won't have a pickle.
Oh my
Patak's
goodness.
pickle doesn't exist
You're
anymore. the
scary,
mango
Sal.
one.
Huh?
Can't find the
it
mango
doesn't.
one
No,
anywhere.
I
That
said
was the
that's
original.
wrong.
Patak's pickle.
Mango pickle.
Yes, you can.
No,
Patak's
not the Patak's one. I don't want those Bengali brand ones. I
Oh,
want
they're
the Patak's.
rank,
yeah.
man.
Oh, okay.
Patak's.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Gotta be Patak's.
No, they're having cash and carries, don't they?
If you find it, get it for us.
All right.
Yeah, my son wants them as well.
Oh, is it? Okay. There's one that I know before I used to get from Tesco. That one's really nice as well. And now they
Got
make
scared
this horrible.
saying Tesco.
Yeah, she
Got
did. She
scared
did
to
get
that.
scared in case I punched her.
Nino. Oh my goodness me.
Which one? Patak's?
I can't remember the brand. Don't even look at them. It's just look at the actual pickle. That was really nice. So, all right, I'll buy it.
No, you can't go because
No,
you're
no,
not
from
allowed.
Tesco. No, from
Yeah.
Tesco. If it's in cash and carry, then I'll get it.
Fair enough.
Do you remember going cash and carry with your parents?
Oh my god,
I
those
know.
big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously all these shops didn't exist when we were growing up.
Wow, that was like a trip.
That was a day out, isn't it?
Loved it. I just find them fascinating. And the fact that the ceiling just went on forever. Yeah. I And the smell,
Shopping
that
day with them.
smell
Yeah.
of Asia, it just smells. I was going to say,
You went down one aisle, it was masala, and then down another aisle, it was something else. I was like, oh
that
my
smell,
god.
and
then you went down the shutki aisle.
and everything's bigger, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Rice bags are
You're
bigger,
thinking, how many khandans are you feeding here?
No, but big family back then though.
Yeah, well,
has
obviously
to-
you had
it's a
people
value
coming
for money,
in,
isn't
isn't
it?
Coming in as well.
Yeah,
coming in.
man, all the time, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And with us, mashallah, we were 11 of us, and then we have relatives. No, seriously, big family we were. And then the relatives, the big, do you remember those Tolly rice bags?
Yeah,
Tolly boy.
Tolly boy.
Tolly boy. And I'm thinking, I don't know if you guys, at the end of Leighton, where Leighton and Stratford meet, there was a big one there called Nagaricha or something. My siblings will know. If you guys are hearing, guys, Nagaricha, they're going to be like shouting at me saying I've said it wrong, but that was like a trip. It was like this. And it was
I never
also,
had it like
Let me ask you something else. What do you store your rice in?
We've got this plastic
bin.
drum. Is it a bin? No, it's not a bin. No, it's not a bin. It's like a drum thing.
No, I
My
haven't.
husband got it from the restaurant.
Pickle drum.
Yeah. Was it a pickle drum?
That's what I thought.
Oh, no, I've got
the plastic
fancier.
one.
Yeah, the plastic one with red lid.
Yeah. I always thought that was... Oh.
Tell me you guys don't still use a tin to...
No, I have a cup.
We use a cup.
Old Rajah tin. And if I use the cup, then I get disoriented about how many rice I should be using.
The carnation tin. Is that the one?
No, some people use the long,
Yeah, the carnation.
baked bean tin.
I used
I
the
got really
Rajah.
fancy
The cup,
pots for my rice. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I expect nothing less.
I use a rice cooker. I
surprised-
got told off
rice
using a rice
cooker.
I'm
cooker.
surprised you
You
even
a
use the
rice
bin.
cooker?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Who's
rice
got
cooker.
time
Oh,
to
no,
stand
I
there?
met someone. You know who you are.
Oh.
She still does it in the handy. She pours out the water.
No.
She's
Who's
telling me...
time
I
for
forget
that?
now.
I
I forget
didn't
that it's on the
even
cooker.
have
Yeah, me too. It was
I've
just
never done
burnt.
it. Yeah, I've never done it in a handy.
Oh, I used to. I used to have this
And you
small
had to pour
pot.
the water
And then
out.
it's either
Oh, do
too
you have
soft or
anything
too
that
hard.
you're going to be given as an inheritance, passed down generation to generation?
What do you mean?
So me and when you're
The bin and the bin and the tin.
Oh my god! If I should mention this,
Go on.
once there was a conversation. Me and my kids were sitting there, and my eldest asked, like, if Mum dies, what would you like to keep? And my son said, my mum's pillowcases. And then he got shocked. I don't know why he said that. And then to this, they say pillowcase, and he just literally throws a tantrum.
Well, because
that
she
was
should be
sweet.
close to you.
Maybe, you don't know.
And you know the smell.
They laugh about. No. But you know what? They laugh about it, and he
Yeah,
gets
but Mum
embarrassed.
and Dad's bed was the
the
most comfiest.
Isn't it? Wasn't
Akil
it?
comes home just to sleep in my bed so that he gets a good night's sleep.
Oh, I don't allow anybody in my bed. I'm a bit.
But parents' bed in it is something. And the
Yeah,
smell
it
of
was
their
the best.
pillows.
Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah, it was. No, it was. It was.
No, but I
amazing.
got this handy, right? So when me and your guy got married, we bought this little rice pot, and we used to put. It doesn't matter how many pots of rice I put in there. It was always enough for even if my man came.
Yeah, wow.
So then I've given that to Adil when he went to uni. He made rice in it. They're giving it to Akil when he gone to uni. So he's made rice in it as well. So I goes, don't ever lose that pot.
Yeah,
that was a
don't-
lucky
yeah,
pot for
lucky,
us.
yeah.
You know the
Oh.
magic porridge story.
Yeah,
And
it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alhamdulillah, it was like that.
Oh,
that's
mashallah,
lovely.
that's so sweet.
That's probably something my daughter-in-law might throw away.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was just going to say that.
She's gonna come in and throw it away.
Old honey.
I'm gonna write on it, do not throw. Yeah.
Yeah, now the old things are really, what do you call that word? Sentimental, that's it.
Sentimental.
Do you have anything of your mum's?
Yes, so I've got a sari of hers. Actually, to be honest, when I went back home,
What kind of sari?
this one was more like a done-up one, a bit done-up lilac one. And I was back home before she died, and she was saying that, oh, take this sari back and take this petticoat. And I didn't really think why she's saying that. And I said, no, Mum, a lot of weddings are coming up, because at that time we had a few nieces getting married. I said, no, Mum, just keep. And she had those few. She won't buy too many, as you know. And then she goes, no, just take that one. And the following year she passed away. And, I'm glad I got the sari, but I wish now, kick myself, I wish I got the petticoat, because that's like more as well, isn't it? But anyway, Allah knows best.
What about you, your dad? You got anything?
Yeah, so when Dad passed away, I got ill quite straight after, and so I wasn't part of the emptying out and stuff. But I remember I've got a pair of his glasses, and I've got the scarf. It was actually my husband's scarf, but when he passed away, you have to wrap their head so that it doesn't open, and it still smells of Dad. So I kept that because my husband was, I don't want it back. He was just a bit freaked out. He's like, I don't want it back. And I was like, that's the last thing that smells of him. So I've got his glasses, and those glasses, like, my dad had really cool glasses. Like, that's one thing.
Yeah, he did.
They
he
were
did.
proper
Mashallah,
cool.
yeah.
Like
my uncle was cool, man.
serial killer glasses. They were.
No, cool.
They were, but serial killers always have the best glasses.
saying that, Yash, when my dad passed away, I was there. Now, my dad's got he used to
everything.
I took everything. Okay, well, let me say, no, this is what I did, right? My dad used to love using, he was like, the type of person he has to wash his clothes 5 times a day. And even though he used to wash, there's a strong thing in it because he used to use atar and that, yeah? So anyway, my dad passed away, I was there, and straight away I went to his cupboard thing, took 4 lungis. 4 t-shirts.
You have to explain longi.
Oh, it's like, these skirts that Bengali men wear.
Second one.
Sarong, Beckham wore one.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. So,
but when you think of the chef's dad, Hufa was a longi and white t-shirt.
yeah, literally.
Always the
classic,
longi and white
the
But
classic.
t-shirt.
here, when he used to go out, he had
Was it
this
white
right
t-shirt?
smart coat and the trousers. But back
Oh,
home
yeah,
and at home is a white t-shirt. So what I did straight away, grab the 4 lungis, 4 t-shirts for 4 of our sisters. And you know what, back home you say you give it to the poor, don't you? It's better because it benefits
nice
them
to
in
hold
as
on
well.
to
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, but you
nice
have to hold on.
Yeah,
It's sentimental.
I know.
I have this. Saying longi. Remind me of one of my dad's mama. So every time we went to Oldham, he would be in his longi, but then he would have to go out and get the fish when we would arrive. Yeah. And so he'd go out and get fish, put the longi back, like his trousers on, then come home and put his longi on. It was constantly this longi and just
You can actually wear the trousers on top of the longis, by the way. A lot of men used to wear the longis as well.
It's one of my fondest memories of him. Just like
What
him
have you
getting.
kept of your parents?
Mum's, I've got quite a few things. I got a coat, and she gave me some material. And then Dad, I think I've got one of his Punjabi things. Yeah. And I've got a book that he used to do his fora from, Bengali book, so I can't read it even. And it's falling to bits. I've got to get it rebound. But yeah, it's a Bengali book that Dad used to read every morning, and like his fora and stuff.
Yeah. Because I wanted his wardrobe as well, but that got sorted out when I blinked and they were sorted out.
Oh, I know.
But
Sometimes
Mum still got stuff. Mum still got stuff in the cupboard.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Then you can take something from there, really. if you really...
But I could let her.
Oh, no.
hold on
Yeah.
to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, we can be sentimental.
Yes,
I think it's good to be.
it is.
A little
it
bit,
is, yeah.
a little bit. As long as it doesn't become obsessive.
No,
then
yeah,
I think it's all right,
definitely.
you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
some people, you get a bit too
Too,
obsessed. and
yeah.
it becomes a shrine or something.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, obviously there's a boundary that we can't cross.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. Thank you for watching the Empower Her Play podcast. You can find all of our previous episodes on podcast platforms. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see us next time. Thank you.
Thank you.